Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how we can learn to like ourselves and how we can learn to like being with ourselves. If you guys struggle with confidence, if you struggle with being codependent on other people, maybe that's your significant other, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your kids, whatever the case is, if you want to learn to like being alone with yourself and you want to learn to like yourself, then this video is for you. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to welcome those of you who are new here. Welcome to our family, welcome to our community. If you have not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I post videos every single Friday. I also just wanted to let you guys know that I do have a free Facebook group for parents. It's called Raising Me While Raising You, and it's an awesome community filled with amazing parents. I know I say that every time, but it really is. We talk about stress management, we talk about confidence, we talk about setting boundaries, we talk about all things related to mental health. And if you are working on yourself, if you're into personal development and you're a parent, then this group is for you. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below and I hope to see you there. With that being said, let's get into the video. Do you guys like being with yourself? Do you like being alone? Do you like who you are? You might have never asked yourself those questions before. And for some of you, this might even bring up some painful emotions. But I want you to honor that feeling. I want you to acknowledge that that feeling exists. I don't want you to hide from it. I don't want you to run away from it. And I certainly don't want you to click out of this video. I want you to like yourself. I want you to like being you. Being truly, authentically yourself is the only person you will ever be. And so it's important that we like ourselves. It's important that we love ourselves. If we don't truly like ourselves, we can't like other people. And we certainly can't love other people. The more we judge ourselves, the more we're willing to judge other people. The depths of which we can truly love ourselves is the depths of which we can truly love other people. Parents are essentially modeling what it's like to love yourself, what it's like to be confident. And all of that transfers onto a child. Your child sees the way you look at yourself. Your child sees the way you interact with yourself, the way you take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. I talked about this briefly in my last video, but I saw my mother, the way she interacted with herself, the way she treated herself, how it was so important for her to look her best wherever she went. She had to do her makeup, she had to shower, she had to get ready and put on her best outfit. And that was the only version she could show the world. And this kind of behavior really transferred to me. Although there were many factors that contributed to my confidence, my journey to acceptance, with my social anxiety, my disordered eating, which I've never talked about on this channel. There are a lot of things, let's just put it that way, that affected my confidence. And what I really want to highlight here is that all that behavior may not have directly been because of my relationship with her, but I know it played a big role. I know it played a huge role in how I saw myself and what I deemed good enough to show the world. I noticed that when I wasn't truly accepting of myself, I couldn't put my best foot forward. I couldn't learn to love the flaws in other people. I was projecting my insecurities on other people. It still happens pretty frequently, to be honest with you. When I get into fights with my husband, when I get into fights with my sisters or my friends, I bring up a certain point that I'm really thinking about myself, that something that I'm uncomfortable with about myself, I project onto other people. If you want your kids to be confident, if you want them to be proud of who they are, if you want them to love to be with themselves, you have to model it. You have to model that confidence. You have to be okay with being you. I want everyone to be okay with being themselves. Being yourself is so fun. There's no one else out there like you. So how do we love ourselves? How do we learn to like ourselves even? It's one thing to not like certain things that we do. I have a bunch of things that I don't like that I do. You can not like something that you do, but still like who you are. I don't like that I overeat sometimes. I don't like that I scroll through social media at night. I don't like that I don't spend enough time with the people that I love. I don't like that I don't reach out enough to the people that I love. I don't like that I get easily frustrated, right? So those are some of the things that I don't like that I do. But those things don't define who I am. All of those things you can change. You can choose to be different. It'll take time because a lot of those things are habitual at this point. But changing habit is just changing your routine. Start by acknowledging that you can change those things that you don't like about yourself. And acknowledge that because you know you can change those things, you can like that. So I like that I can change the things that I don't like about myself. I like that I'm smart and creative. I like that I'm organized and prepared. I like that I like to work towards myself. I like to work on myself. I like that I want to be a better version of myself. I like that I'm funny and I can appreciate humor. I like my eyes. There's tons of things that you can like about yourself. And so I want you to make a list. I want you to start out by making a list. I want you to pause this video and make a list of all the things that you like about yourself. And even when you think you've exhausted that list, I want you to write one more thing. So take a minute, pause this video, and do that. Okay, I hope you did it. I hope you wrote down that list. And this is a list that you can come to whenever you're feeling badly, whenever you're hitting a low point, when you're in that moment and you're like, ugh, why am I like this? I want you to take out that list and remind yourself of all the things that you do like. If it helps, write yourself a letter. Ask a friend or your spouse or your kid to write you a letter about all the things that they like about you. I want you to get on your team. I want you to start liking that version of yourself, giving yourself a high five in the mirror every time you see yourself. I want you to give yourself a pep talk every once in a while, out loud. And I want you to do these things in front of the people you love. Show them what it's like to love yourself or to like yourself. We can start there. Show them that it's possible. Show them that you are a person who likes yourself and you can be their role model. I so wish I saw my mom do these things. There was the occasional time, I'm not gonna lie, there was the occasional time where she would look at herself in the mirror and say, God, I'm gorgeous. That was her line. And that was something that definitely stuck with me. I don't doubt that she thought she was beautiful, but I think there were so many other things that she didn't like about herself that she never acknowledged. And beauty is not everything. Because even if you were the most beautiful person on this planet, you would still struggle if you didn't like other parts of yourself. You have to like the whole. You can't just like the parts. Many people are afraid to like themselves or to love themselves because they fear that if they love themselves so much, they won't ever work towards a larger goal. That they would think that they're perfect and they would stop trying. But that's not how motivation works. That's not how positive reinforcement works. And if you're a parent, I'm sure you understand this. How do kids work? If you give them a reward, they will keep doing that thing. We don't perform at our best when we feel badly about ourselves. So if we want to perform, if we want to do better, if we want to show up better, we have to start liking the parts of ourselves. All of the parts. We have to start liking being with ourselves, being alone, knowing what it's like. If it's uncomfortable for you to be alone, I want you to start liking the parts, acknowledging the parts that you do like. Once you're comfortable with those parts, feeling alone doesn't have to be so scary and uncomfortable. Before we end today's video, I just wanted to announce that spots for my free consult are open. And if you're a parent who wants to work on their confidence, who wants to feel better about themselves, who experiences anxiety and self-doubt, if you want to have a better relationship with yourself, with your kids, with your family, then this consult is for you. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and I hope to see you there. I'm also going to leave a link to my website so you can check out more details there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful and I hope it was useful as always, and I will see you guys next time.